Hey, what's up, Refinus community? We're excited to join you again this week. Hey, if you watched our last video, you know that there was this very interesting dead plant just to the left of me, which honestly was not supposed to be there. We moved it a couple of times trying to get into the shade because my husband's just not a fan
I'm a hot person.
You are hot.
By nature.
Yes.
Temperature-wise.
And it got us thinking that for those of you who are
new,
new,
metaphor of our marriage.
Yes, it's true. This is not our topic, y'all. But if you've been around Refine Us, or if you're new to our community, maybe you don't know that Justin and I have very interesting things that we love to do in our spare time. The problem is they're completely opposite from one another. One of Justin's favorite things to do is play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I have never played a basketball game in my life.
The one time you did, you broke your ankle.
Yes, my oldest son literally broke my ankle. Not bitter about it. But as we were getting ready for this week, I realized that my little plant, there's 3 of them, and one kind of survived. Like it's
an Easter miracle. It's a resurrection.
It's hanging in there. But it got us thinking.
I don't know if I would call that hanging in there. I would call that hanging by its last thread.
You're so mean. You're so mean. But after we got done shooting the video and Justin was looking at it and saw my poor plant, he just was like, dude, like, how's your heart? Because he knows rest for me, or a day off for me, is being outside in the sun. I love being in my flower beds. Every year I do the mulch, and every year my family makes fun of me. Justin would rather just pay to have it done, and I literally get probably...
I got 2 quotes this year because one was like $750, one was $800. I'm like, it was worth $800 to me, $750 to me, to not have her wear herself out landscaping.
But I love it. It's like...
It's exhausting for me just to watch.
Yes. In the early years of our marriage, our very first apartment, I made Justin take out this stump, which we had no idea what we were doing.
We were paying $125 per month for this apartment. It was roach infested. It was horrible. It had no air conditioning.
But it had
she wanted to landscape the front. And it made the crack dealer next to us. Actually, you know what? I think crack is too high. He was a meth dealer. And so it made his landscaping look really, really bad.
Yes, but it was beautiful when we got done.
Gosh,
but
I about killed myself.
It had this stump. You were like 21 years old. You were like ripped in the prime.
It's the last time I did manual labor.
But it started that first year of marriage. Like, this is what brought me life. It's something I love to do that you can't tell from my dead plant from last week or my pitiful plant this week. But here's the deal. It is something that means a lot to me. And oftentimes we talk to couples who feel like every time they do have time to do a date night, or they want to like spiritually grow, they gravitate to the person who's most vocal about it.
Yeah, and so I think, if you're looking to, enhance your marriage relationship, if you're looking to grow spiritually, if you're looking to grow in your relationship, it's important that you define what Sabbath looks like for you individually, but it's also important for you to really determine what Sabbath looks like for you together. Mm-hmm. And so Trish and I, we've done this in really good ways. We've done this in really broken ways. We haven't done this at all in different seasons in our marriage. But I think the healthiest couples realize that you don't necessarily have to rest in the same way, but you need to rest in a common way. And what I mean by that is we both have different things. Like, I will go and play basketball on Monday nights because the kids are in bed and it doesn't necessarily take time away from our family. Or I'll go play over lunchtime on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday if I can orchestrate that in my calendar because the kids are in school and it doesn't take time away from our family. But that's something that I need to do. I have to pursue it. And if I'm being made to feel guilty about trying to do that, it wears on our relationship because I'm trying to be healthy. Can't you tell how healthy I am? I actually have.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten meat in 3 weeks, people.
This is so not a part of our
I just got to tell I became vegan, and then I want to punch myself in the face every time I say the word vegan. But anyway, I'm trying to get healthier. Okay, that's the point.
But I mean, that practically speaking, one of the common things that Justin and I do for Sabbath is we go out for breakfast, and so now we just do a vegan breakfast. But the whole point is
Oatmeal.
lots of oatmeal. Is creating that space and being intentional. You'll never gravitate to something unless you're intentional about it. And so for you, if you're in a season where you have littles, being a stay-at-home mom for the first 10 years of my marriage and raising kids, when Justin got home, all I wanted was adult conversation. All I wanted was a trip to Target, not even to buy anything. I just wanted to be away from my kids. I'm not even gonna lie. And instead of speaking that out to Justin, I would just think he would magically hear it in my heart and mind. And so we just got to this point where now that I've worked the past 9 years, I understand the grind of being at work all day and then coming home to the chaos that is just family life. Even if you don't have kids, you all have a different bent of how you find rest. And so for Justin, for him to get just 30 minutes to sit on the couch, sometimes he falls asleep, sometimes he just watches TV, makes him a better husband and a better dad the rest of the evening. Once he gets that, or sometimes it's vice versa, where I know I have to run and do an errand.
Or even like I'll let Trisha sleep in. I'm like, hey, I'll take the kids to school. Our kids get up at 6:45. I'm like, hey, why don't you sleep in till 7:30? I'll take the kids. And it's just a little way that I can say, why don't you rest? Because I know that she'll feel guilty about wanting to do that and carries around all this mom guilt. And so I can just let her off the hook and say, hey, why don't you rest this morning? I'll get up and take the kids. And it's just a way of recognizing what fills the other person up. Or, hey, why don't you order some mulch and have it dropped in our driveway? And I'll stay in and watch SportsCenter while you slave out in the yard. That's something that she enjoys, and so I let her do it.
So practically, for a couple that's never done this, what are first steps?
I would say have that conversation. Secondly, I would say money is less valuable than time, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And so we've made the decision when we are traveling in heavy season travel, I'll pay $100 to have someone come and clean the house so that Trisha can actually be physically present with us while she's home.
And that took me 20
Well, it was 3 years of traveling before she finally gave into it. But it was something that I just said, you know what? Your time is more important and more valuable than our money in this situation. And so recognizing those things, a gym membership is $90 a month for us as a family, but it's something that we use and it's something that's important. It's an investment in our health,
right,
both spiritually and physically and emotionally. So recognize those things, have that conversation, and be willing to give to the other person in a way not that fills you up, but that fills them up.
That's good.
Awesome. All right, more horticulture and vegan diet tips in our next video segment. Peace.